Aloha everyone, and welcome back to Aloha Jen's beauty blog. For those of you that are new here, hi, my name is Jen and I am a licensed esthetician in the state of California. Well, welcome to this Get Ready With Me. Now, I wasn't so sure if I was going to do a video on this or not because I'm probably definitely going to take this back because I just haven't had any good luck with it, and that is the Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint by Charlotte Tilbury. So this is a hydrating foundation stick. And you know, I was kind of confused on this product because I've seen several other channels here try this on. Some it looks really good, some it looks really terrible. But to me, this seems like Hollywood Flawless Filter in a stick form with just a little bit of a sheer tint to it. So this is a very sheer to light coverage product. They say it mimics a ring light glow. It is very luminous, very dewy. So here it is. I picked up the shade 5 Medium Neutral, and I'm going to show it to you here on my hand. And when you put it on the hand, it doesn't look like it's so sheer, and it looks great. It feels very light on the skin, on the application, very easy to blend, and it's kind of hard to see, but can you see how luminous it is? Here it is on my finger. So this, I wouldn't necessarily want to call it a foundation, even like a skin tint. This is more like something that evens out your skin with a lot of glow. So if you're a fan of Hollywood Flawless Filter, wearing it all over your skin, then you will probably love this. So we're gonna try this on. Now this has some claims on it. It says optical blur technology, hyaluronic acid, soft focus blur effect, light diffusing glow, long-term skin benefits, hydrated, smoother looking skin, and fresh radiance. And it says here, a long-lasting, easy to apply, buildable sheer foundation stick with a lightweight, breathable, gliding balm texture that melts seamlessly into the skin. Lightly glide on and blend from the center of the face outwards for a beautifying veil of color. Build to customize your coverage. Now, I have to tell you, the more you build this up, the dewier it looks on the skin. So this has like a pearlescent glow, and it's all over your face. When I've been experiencing this is I do have large pores, I do have orange peel texture, I have fine lines and wrinkles, and this just enhances everything. So this really matters what you wear underneath it. You don't want to wear anything dewy. I see they promote this with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream or the Magic Water Cream, and everyone that has used that, it just does not look good on their skin with this application. So I have prepped my skin with my normal daytime skincare routine, Victoria Deanne Peptides, my Osmosis Rescue MD, Catalyst MD. I used my Isden Day Cream. Now I don't have sunscreen on. We're gonna try this without sunscreen because I have a feeling it would peel with my sunscreen. It's almost in the evening time. It's about 5 o'clock here right now, so I'm not worried. We are gonna go out to dinner, so I'm kind of scared. Before I put this on my skin though, I want to show you guys something because I think I found my favorite product for smoothing out my hair, and it's from Color Wow, and that is the Speed Dry. This is a blow dry spray that accelerates your dry time, and it does cut my dry time in half. I used it today with their Kale Cocktail. Well, I did Money Mist, so I shampooed my hair with their Color Security shampoo and their Color Security conditioner in the one that's for normal to thick hair. Then I misted my hair with Money Mist, And then I put in the Kale Cocktail on the areas where I'm experiencing breakage and on my ends. Then I put their Coconut Cocktail in all through my hair, did the extra large at my roots here. And then I sprayed this all over my hair and I went in with my Dyson Airwrap, and I just love how my hair came out. I just love, love, love. Now, the next test I'm going to try this with is actually with the Dyson Airstraight, because it does take me a while to use that. I'm going to see if this will speed up the process, but this is so good. Love. I'm telling you, Color Wow is amazing. So for this first part of this makeup application, if you want more coverage than what this is going to give you, I suggest putting on your concealer first. So we're gonna try the Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer from Charlotte Tilbury. I have the shade 6 here. This one I didn't pick up a new one. So we're gonna apply this in the areas where I need more coverage. So I'm gonna put it around my nose, because this does not do anything for my nose. I'll put it a little bit right in through here, and I'm gonna put a layer underneath my eyes to start, okay? So here we go. I'm kind of nervous about this because we're going to dinner, and I just do not like the way that this looks on my skin from the ways that I've tried it. I've tried putting concealer on top of it, and it just looks really, really cakey, and you can really see it on the skin. So I'm gonna put this on my eyes as a, as a primer too. And I'll probably just clean up underneath my eyes after we're done with our makeup application. So I'm gonna put this right in here and on my nose. As you can see, I'm quite red. It's hot here today, and I was just outside taking Misha potty. It's 100 degrees here today. It's California hot, and I am cooked. Okay, so I'm gonna start blending in this concealer. I'm using the Nikki LaRose N16 concealer brush from BK Beauty. These are 20% off right now, the Nikki LaRose collection. They've just restocked it, and some of the individual brushes for those of you who have been waiting. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared for this, guys. You have no idea how scared I am. Oh, because I haven't had much luck with applying this, and it just does not look good on my pores. If you have enlarged pores, orange peels texture in the skin, large pores, oily skin, wrinkles, it just enhances everything. So this is great for someone who has like seriously flawless skin that is as smooth as a baby's bottom, not for someone that has texture. Hopefully everything comes out good. Well, so now I'm gonna take my beauty blender. I didn't damp it, and I am just going to blend this concealer in just a little bit more into my skin. So it's almost skin-like, and I'm actually gonna put some of this on my chin too. So we're gonna see how this works on this application. But if you go back to some of the videos, I do not where they say that this is blurring. I didn't get that impression on my skin and some of the videos that I've seen. It's a very confusing product, that's for sure. Okay, so now we got that all blended out. We're gonna apply this. So I'm gonna start off by putting some stripes over here on my cheeks. Okay, so I'm gonna go one right here, one right here, one right here, one right here. I'll do one on my chin, right here. Put some on my nose, on my forehead. Now I'm going to take the Nikki LaRose foundation brush, the N17, and I'm gonna use this lighter fiber side, and I'm gonna start blending this into the skin from the center out. Now, from what I noticed with this, It definitely looks better on the skin when you're sitting in front of a light like I am. This is my Ricky Loves Ricky mirror, and it has an LED light around it. But once I get away from this lighting, oh my gosh, and especially when you go outside, it just does not look good on the skin. Like I said, I can see my thoughts through my pores because it shows every pore in my face. And even if you powder it, you still see that how dewy it is. And it shows all my texture. And it was making me feel bad about my skin. And that's kind of like one of the reasons why I didn't want to put it on, because I was getting a little depressed on how my skin looks. So I'm going to go a little bit more here on the sides of my face. So as you can see on the areas where I didn't put the concealer, it just kind of evened out the skin, but you can see my redness peeking through. And why I'm putting this on first is because you need to let it set on the skin for a little bit in order for it not to look so dewy and for it not to look so, or to feel kind of sticky, because it feels sticky for a little bit on the skin. So I'm just going in with a little bit more on my chin. I'm gonna come over here on my jawline a little bit. Kind of take that down. Oh, I need a little bit, my concealer started rubbing off on my nose. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of the concealer and put it on my nose. But can you see how luminous this is? Oh my gosh. I didn't want to put concealer on top of this necessarily because, like I said, it does make it look cakey, but I look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Oh, so you can see all my texture here from my scarring from my accident. And you can see all my pores. Can you guys see this? Oh, it's just not good. Okay, so now we're gonna let this sit on the skin just like this. Let it, you know, do its thing, absorb into the skin, and we'll see how it looks, okay? So next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do my eyeshadow. So I'm just going to pat this concealer down on my eyes with my Beauty Blender just to make sure that we don't have any lines of demarcation or creasing. Also, do not use a Beauty Blender on top of this foundation because it'll just completely take off all the coverage because it is so sheer. It is really, really sheer. And they say with this that you can go either 3 shades up or 3 shades down below because it will evenly blend out into your skin. I don't know about that. I have shade 5 and I think I could have gone a little bit darker. So I'm gonna go in with my BK Beauty. This is the 108 small powder brush. And I'm taking some of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush brightening powder, and I'm putting that over my lids to set the concealer. And since we're using Charlotte Tilbury, I'm just gonna go in with Pillow Talk, okay? So I'm gonna do Pillow Talk eyeshadow, blush. We'll use pretty much everything Charlotte Tilbury except for my mascara and my brows. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my Pillow Talk palette. Here it is. And I'm gonna go in with this Angie A501 brush from BK Beauty. And I'm gonna go into the primer shade and I'm gonna put this all over my eyes. So I'm just gonna load up my brush, tap off the excess and just put this all over. Okay, so next I'm gonna go into the Enhance shade right here, which is that very light sort of peachy pink. And I'm gonna use this Angie brush A502 from BK Beauty. And I'm just gonna pop that into my crease here. And crease contour. So Old Navy is having a sale right now, 50% off their dresses. And this dress that I'm wearing is from there and I love it. It's so comfortable. I ordered pretty much all the colors of it after I tried this on, and I am wearing it. It's called I think it's called the Gathered Gauze dress. It comes to right above my knees. I ordered this color, a light blue, the fuchsia, black, and a sage green. I don't know if you could see it, but it's so comfy. It has pockets. Oh my gosh. It is perfect for summer to wear anywhere. You can even wear it around the house, but it feels like I'm naked right now. Oh my gosh, it is so comfortable, and it's only $17 right now. Oh my gosh, they had an orange one. I did not get that one because it's sold out, and they have a white one. The white one is pretty, but I do have the light blue and it is a little bit see-through, so I didn't pick up the white, but I got all the other colors and I am in love. I got a couple of other cute dresses from there too. They have this really long maxi dress. It's off the shoulders, and it has like a ruffle right here that has the eyelets in it. I got the white, black, and the sage green color. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I wore the black one last night. So now I'm gonna go in with the smoke shade here, and we're gonna put this on the outer half of my eye up into my crease. So I'm gonna kind of come up here at an angle, and I'm just going to start that shadow, and then I'm gonna blend it out. Kind of give my eyes a lift here. So I noticed that my eyes are getting a little bit firmer and tighter because I wore the Tower 28 mascara for the last couple days and I didn't get any smudging on my upper brow bone like I usually do from my hooded eyes, and I was pretty happy about that. So the Osmosis Catalyst MD serum is working, and you guys won't believe how long my lashes are. I had to trim my brows today because they've gotten so long and they're so much fuller than what they used to be with using the Catalyst MD serum from Osmosis. I am just over the moon happy. It's doing wonders for my eyelashes and my brows, more so than any other lash serum I've ever used. And the cool thing is I don't have to go out and spend all the money on a lash serum because we know that they're not cheap. Catalyst MD, if you put it on your, I put it 360 around my eyes and on my eyelids. And it's from that AKG ingredient, which is an amino acid. And it is doing wonders. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this blending brush from the Angie line from BK Beauty, and this is the A503, and I'm just going to blend that outer corner up and out. So this foundation is setting a little bit, but I can still really see my texture. I do not like that. I look like I stuck my head in an oven and I'm dripping with sweat. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is I am gonna go in with my rougher 23 brush, and I'm gonna go into the Pillow Talk Dreams palette, and I'm gonna grab the smoke shade in here, and I'm going to use this as a liner on the outer corner and the lower corner of my lash line. And I'm keeping it pretty close to my lashes and making sure I put emphasis on my corner. Since I have hooded eyes, I cannot do a wing eyeliner anymore, but maybe that will change here soon as my eyes are getting a little bit tighter and firmer from everything that I've been doing. Not only is the catalyst working, but I've been consistent with my block therapy and working in my fascia with my Jane Man Omna, and using my Neurotris devices as well. But block therapy is really making a difference. I don't know if you guys can see. Do you see this is going away? My neck looks really good. So block therapy has released their new website for on demand. It's called Block TV, and they did this because it's gotten so popular that their old website just couldn't handle all the traffic anymore. So they created a separate website for the classes, and I absolutely love it. And when they did that, they redid the starter program, and it is awesome. I'm loving it. I did day 7 today because there was a day where I doubled up on the classes, and I feel so good. And they changed the classes, so you're working more of the body versus the other starter program. OMG, it's so good. And the classes are 20 to 30 minutes long, so it's doable. I'm loving it. I'm so in love. So now I'm going into this smoke shade from the original Pillow Talk palette, and I'm gonna start at my inner corner and work that in and blend my outer corner together to lighten it. And I'm using the BK Beauty, this is their 210 brush. Okay, so now I'm just gonna wipe that off, and I'm gonna go in with the enhanced shade here, which is this light pink shade. Load my brush up with that. And then I'm just gonna run this underneath it. And I will clean that up with concealer here in a little bit. I can see every pore in my face with this foundation. I don't like it. Or this sheer tint. I do not like it. Gosh. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the Pillow Talk Dreams palette, and I'm going to grab the pop shade in here, and I'm going to use my finger for this. And I'm just gonna grab some of it, and I'm just gonna pop that here in the middle on both eyes. Okay, now I'm going to wipe off my finger, and I'm going to go into the pop shade in the Pillow Talk original palette on my finger, and I'm going to put that on the inner corner and a little bit over that other pop shade. I wore this eyeshadow look last night for dinner, and I got so many compliments on it. So I was like, oh, let's do it again. All right, so that is it for the eyes for the most part for right now. Now I'm just gonna touch up my under eyes with my concealer a little bit here, just to kind of clean up the lines. And I'm gonna keep it close under here. I'm gonna put some right here. Okay, hopefully that's enough. Okay, so I'm gonna take my Nikki LaRose N16 concealer brush, and I'm just going to trace this underneath that liner and here, and come up at an angle to clean up my eyeshadow and to give my eyes more of a lift because I have hooded eyes. Okay, do the same thing over here. I forgot how much I like the Charlotte Tilbury concealer. It's actually pretty good stuff, but I really love my House Labs. But if you guys are using this and you want to know how it works with the Charlotte Tilbury concealer, now you can tell. Let's see. Okay, let me grab another mirror. All right, so now we're ready for our contour. So I'm gonna take the Hollywood wand. What did I do with it? I thought I set it out here. Oh, here it is. I think we're gonna go in with, this is medium to deep. We're gonna go in with fair to medium, I think. Is this fair to medium? Yeah. Okay, so we'll go in with fair to medium. I'm just gonna find the top of my ear. Just kind of come down here a little bit. Oops. Okay, we look even. Okay. I need to use a mirror, not the viewfinder. I'm gonna put a little bit of this down here in my jawline, just to kind of make me look a little bit more chiseled. Then I'm gonna take my Nikki LaRose foundation brush, and I'm just going to take that fluffy, lighter side of the fibers and blend that into the skin. Okay. Okay, that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to powder. So I'm just gonna go over my eyes here underneath with my Beauty Blender. And then I'm just going to come over here, pat all this around here. So I'm gonna go in with my Airbrush brightening powder. This is the shade Light. And I'm gonna take that underneath my eyes with the BK 108 powder brush. I'm gonna put some on my brush here. And then we are going to put this right underneath the eyes. Okay. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush finishing powder in the shade 2 medium, and I'm going to use my BK Beauty 104 brush. And we are going to powder this baby up. So if you're looking for something that is really dewy and luminous with barely any coverage and you have dry skin, I would say you would probably really like this. If you love the Hollywood Flawless Filter, you would like this. So as you can see, that powder did take down some of the shine really nicely. And it's making me like it a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer, and I'm choosing this instead of the Beautiful Skin because when I use the Beautiful Skin cream bronzer, it just really, because there's some radiance in there, it just really looks too dewy on the skin. And with this foundation, you do not need highlighter. So I'm just gonna take the BK Beauty 103 brush, and I'm just gonna get some of the bronzer on here and just kind of bronze up my face a little bit more. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Put that away. All right, so now let's do blush. So I'm gonna go in with Pink Pop and Pillow Talk Matte Beauty Blush Wands. So I'm gonna put some Pink Pop right here on the apple of my cheek. And this will make these look luminous too, by the way, instead of matte. So I'm gonna take 2 dots of Pillow Talk and put those right there. And then I'm gonna go in with my BK Beauty 106 brush, and I am just going to tap those into my skin. As you can see, the Pink Pop kind of just makes this more of a cooler pink instead of a mauve-y pink, mauve nude, rosy pink, like Pillow Talk. Okay, so I think that looks really, really good. Now let's take another look here. All right. So here where my scarring is from my accident, the texture just looks really bad there. Really, really bad. And on my chin, I can see my thoughts through my pores. Okay, so now I'll do my brows really quick. I'm just gonna go in with my Kosas Airbrush in Taupe. And then we'll do my mascara, and you guys could see how long my lashes are. Oh my gosh. And then I think I'm gonna go into my studio so we can see it in a different light. If I go outside, I'm probably gonna melt. I don't have my sunscreen on yet, so I want to stay away from the window and outside for right now. Okay. So I just trimmed my eyebrows so they're a little bit funny. They always are when I give them a haircut. The day of. Just need a little bit more gel right there to fill that in. And we're good. Okay, so now let's go in with my mascara. So I'm going to use the CaliRay Come Hell or High Water Tubing Mascara. Favorite mascara. When I've worn the Tower 28 the last few days, I really appreciated how the ease of use of taking this off, because the Tower 28 really got stuck in between my lashes and in my lash line, where this does not do that at all. I love it. I love the ease of removal of tubing mascara. Plus, you don't have to worry about it smudging on your lower lash line or on your brow area if you have hooded eyes. Okay, you guys look at my lashes. You see how much longer they are and fuller? Oh my gosh, I'm just so amazed. This is what I've been looking for in a lash serum, but I couldn't find it. And when lash serums, when they make my lashes get long, they get curly and they get all weird. And then you get these really weird long lashes. Like it'll be like 1 or 2 and it just really throws off your lashes. My hair's getting in the way here. This is my funny lash side because I sleep on this side. So my lashes right over here are a little funny. They're a little difficult to deal with sometimes. It's not the mascara, it's my lashes. Okay. All right. Look at my lashes. All right. And what also I love about this too is if you get it somewhere where you don't want it, it's really easy to clean up. So everything looks great. I did get my mascara down here when I blinked. Okay, I got some like right up here. Okay, so next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Pillow Talk Hollywood Glow Glide highlighter, and I am going to take this Nikki LaRose N12 brush, and I'm gonna use this for my inner corner highlight. And on my brow bone. Okay, that looks really pretty. And that's the only places where I'm gonna put highlighter because as you can see, we need no highlighter. And then for my lips, I'm going to go in with Pillow Talk Medium here in the lip cheat. I actually need to sharpen this really quick, so let me do that. I love the Sephora sharpener, by the way. Okay, so we'll do the Pillow Talk Medium lip liner. I think I have to powder a little bit more. Okay, so we got that on. Next, I'm gonna take the Pillow Talk Fair in the Kissing Formula lipstick and apply that. Okay, so there we go. And I think I'm just gonna powder just a little bit more because I'm not comfortable with how shiny it is right here. So let me just see if I add a little bit more of the Airbrush Flawless powder, if it will help. Okay, so what do you guys think? So I will tell you that right here, when I'm sitting right here in front of this light and on camera, it looks great. It looks good, but you see all this dewiness, this pearlescence on my skin. So sitting right here, I'm like, oh, it doesn't look bad. When I look up close in the mirror, it looks bad. Now, not everyone's gonna be that close up to your skin. So let's go in my studio and see how it looks in there. So okay, everyone, so we are back in my studio here. As you can see, I switched things up a bit. I changed the setting that I am with filming. So I have a ring light right in front of me, and I have a shadow box over here and a shadow box light over here that are about, I would say like 5 feet away. So, and you can see it looks different in the lighting. And when I'm at a distance from you, when the light is shining on it, it looks really like dewy, of course, but it almost looks like it's really good from what I could see in the viewfinder. The moment that I step away from the lights and I look at my skin in natural light or in my indoor lighting, I am just so unhappy with the way that this makes my skin look. It actually makes me feel terrible about my skin because I can see every pore. I can see wrinkles that I didn't know that I had. I can see the bad texture in my skin from my scarring right over here. That is actually glycated skin. So I have some orange peely skin right in through here, some texture over here because I was in an accident several years ago and all this was like completely like almost like, well, it was scraped off, and it has resulted in glycation right in through here, you know, from sun damage and everything. And, you know, it's looking a lot better, but when I put this on, it really enhances it, and I can really, really see it more so than any other complexion product that I've ever put on my face. Hollywood Flawless Filter does not make my skin look this bad. But as you can see, I hope you guys can see it. You see how shiny this is, and I even powdered it. And it does look a little cakey where I applied the concealer. I feel like I look like one of those street performers who, you know, paints their face gold or silver to look really shiny. I feel like I painted my skin in pearlescence. Aloha everyone. I know I ended the video, but I have a check-in here. So I didn't repowder my skin like I mentioned I was going to. It's been on my skin for 2 hours now and it actually looks a lot better. It's still dewy, but not as dewy, but my texture doesn't look as bad as what it did in the initial beginning of this video and when I was doing the closeout. And it looks better over here on my side of my face where the texture is really bad on this side from my glycation, but I'll have to keep you guys posted if I'm going to keep this or not. So far right now, it actually doesn't look bad. We'll see. So I'm sorry to be confused, as I'm confused by this because when you first put it on, it just does not look good. So I hope that you found that this was helpful, and stay tuned. I will keep you posted. Aloha everyone. So we're doing another check-in, and this is going to be our final check-in. So I've been wearing the Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint Hydrating Stick Foundation. Such a mouthful. For 4 hours now. And after my last check-in, I had it on for an hour. It looked a little bit better. When I got off the camera, my husband came into the restroom, and I asked him like, hey, do you like this on my skin? And he said that I look way too glowy, and he didn't like it. And then when we were sitting out to dinner, I asked him again, I'm like, how do you like my skin? And he says, oh, it looks so much better now than when it did at home. And I'm like, okay. And then I went into the restroom. I looked at my skin. It looked really, really dewy in their horrible lights, their horrible fluorescent lights that they have there. But then I come here and I'm sitting down and I've looked at other lighting around my house, and it actually doesn't look bad. It doesn't look as bad as what it did when I first put it on. Now, I am still really luminous, but I'm not as luminous as what I was when I very first put it on. Now, I have not put on any powder or anything since my initial application. The only thing I've reapplied is my lip gloss. I'm wearing the Charlotte Tilbury Collagen Lip Bath in medium. So I'm kind of confused because now it looks actually pretty decent on my skin. But here's the thing. This isn't something that I would wear to work. I wouldn't wear this during the day. This is something that I would reach for more at night when you're more in a dim light versus being outside all day or being in lights all day, because I think like certain lighting makes it look good and certain lighting does not make it look good. Like when you're outside, it does not look good and you could see your texture. And that's another thing too, is like my texture over here, my glycation that I have and my wrinkles from my scarring here. It actually looks better than the initial application. I mean, it's still enhancing those lines that I have, and you know, it's still kind of enhancing my pores. but not as bad as what it was. I can definitely get away with wearing this at night. If I'm confused now if I would keep this, because as I'm sitting here, it looks pretty decent. So I don't know. It's just something that I'm gonna have to keep you posted on. I think this is something that I would reach for definitely more so for evening wear versus daytime wear. That's my initial thoughts on it. Yeah, so if my recommendation for you is, if this is something that you're interested in, pick it up at Sephora. Sephora has a easy, excuse me, an easy return policy. And so, you know, wear it, you know, a couple of days, see how you like it, give it that wear test, and, you know, go from there. It's just like, I'm just so undecided right now. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. So if anything, I hope that you found that this video was helpful. If you did, please give this video a like, subscribe to my channel if you're new here. And like I said, I'm sorry to be so confused about it, but I'm kind of up in the air. All right, you guys, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening wherever you are. And I'm sending you so much love and light. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.